So, my last video contained my rather ignominious end to my hardcore run in the bit where you're assembling the transponder pieces for the Crozier Hulk. So some things that I learned is that when you go into solo campaign again, because I quit straight out, as I think was obvious in the last one. When I came in again, it did the whole thing again of retelling me that I got all this stuff, like all the different suits, and the Mega Resource deposit. And then something came up, but I couldn't go on. But one thing that is rather disheartening is that although I have gone through my hardcore with picking up this, that, and the other, and working on the unlocks are still locked. So that's a rather disappointing thing to note. I am going to either pause or chop this, because something that I'm vaguely curious about is if resources also get zeroed out, or if, you know, any of that carries over. I strongly suspect that it does not carry over.
Alpha Niner, this is Whiskey 250.
But that will be something to see. Another thing that I've noticed, and I don't remember if I've commented on a video that I've actually posted. I think I made a comment when I was working on my survival run that I was actually going to record and post, and then I decided that that would be needlessly redundant because no one really cares. Is that the reason why the Let's Play videos are done with personalities who make all sorts of inane and insipid comments? I guess making what they think are jokes and belittling bad writing and stuff like that isn't so much because, hey, it's funny and, you know, listen to how funny I am, so much as because if you don't, then you get all kinds of copyright claims on your materials by
he's dependent on you.
Various people. A lot of the videos that I posted at the beginning before I edited or deleted or, you know, removed the stuff from my stream, I would get all sorts of copyright claims. Like, for example, in this one, when I posted it, because I wasn't recording me talking over this stuff, there was a copyright claim on this because of the music, and I, you know, disputed it because I claim, you know, it's fair use because I guess the current thoughts on copyright and fair use revolve around the idea that when you're playing a video game, you are creating a unique, transformative experience. So it's fair use. The law is absurdly unhelpful, and of course, you know, copyright companies don't really care about it. You know, they're all about claiming.
You're looking for a cylinder about half a meter long.
And that is the silliest animation. It happens every time I see this, and I always think that's really absurd. Anyway, they're all about claiming, you know, material if, you know, whether or not they can legitimately do it. You know, it's just a demonstration that, you know, our system is really, really fucked up. I also write nothing that you've ever read. But I've been looking at trying to use some, you know, characters from American folklore because of a project that a friend and I are working on. using characters from American films. You know, so I mean, it's like, is Paul Bunyan, you know, open domain or public domain? You know, questions like that. I mean, of course, with respect to him, yes, it is.
Where are you?
You know, there's arguments that Disney can make that they have,
But I got
you
whatever
know,
this is.
specific interpretations of the character
Saving everything.
that are
Meet me at the silo and don't
right
look for anyone.
but you know, they can't claim something like that. No one really can. The characters of Sherlock Holmes and Dr. Watson are in the public domain because of how old they are. And granted, this may differ in various countries. So, you know, if it's different in different nationalities, I can't really speak to any of that. I just know that in the U.S., you know, they are in the public domain. But not all of the written works surrounding Sherlock Holmes are in the public domain. Wikipedia has some comments on copyright law. You know, it's like 1923 is the pivotal year. If it was published before 1923, then it's public domain. And it has to do with the way that the laws are written and stuff like that. And I really blame Walt Disney, of all people and organizations, for why American copyright is so fucked up.
General Mahad, sir.
But anyway, so I've been looking into that as it applies to, like, you know, not just Sherlock Holmes. He's not very American.
Always the optimist.
But, like, you know, Edgar Allan
He said
Poe,
I should
his
take this into the
characters,
city. He
his
said
writing,
there's still time to stop it, sir.
Lovecraft.
There's still time.
Those are my two favorite authors.
Now, for the love of Earth
Like
and the sovereign
ever.
colonies, we've got to do what's right.
You know, so I mean, how much of their body of work is public domain? So, not because I want to, you know, like post
yes, of
the Raven. Although I may actually, I have been thinking about posting poetry readings. But anyway, all this comes back around to with media companies claiming all kinds of shit on YouTube because of the music or some other incidental thing. And so, getting back to what I was talking with Let's Play videos, the reason for all the inane commentary is because if you are actually demonstrating gameplay stuff, like you're doing a guide on where to find, you know, like the secrets and stuff, then it's a clear example of fair use, or at least there's a very strong argument for fair use. If you have running commentary that cannot be copyrighted, and whether or not it's related to the video gameplay, I'm not clear on that. But the companies basically accept the fair use argument if someone's, you know, nattering incessantly, like I am right now, over the gameplay.
Isaac, I know you're there. Come on, pick up the phone.
And I'm actually kind of impressed that I managed to talk about that for as long as the entire prologue was.
Just take care of yourself, okay?
I will say that the survival playthrough has been the most stressful one. I thought survival was going to be stressful, but once you get to a certain point, your resources are just sitting there. You know, it's just like any other playthrough, because you know, once you get your suit upgraded, the Soylent Green is super abundant.
Who the hell are you? Lift him up. Up.
I don't have a lot of time, so I'm
But
gonna make this
yes, the
brief.
hardcore
I understand you're something of an expert on markers. You
was really
created one.
stressful,
I didn't make shit.
especially to get through this
Your
bit with
government made me.
regenerators
And you destroyed two, which is why
successfully,
we're here.
and then
Got a job for you.
to die on, of all things,
No!
that fucking little
I'm
dude
done
with
with
an exploding arm.
You find somebody else for your suicide mission.
We did.
Anyway,
Before we lost contact with her, she told us to find you.
Lara Croft
Where is she?
unlocks
What'd you do to her?
in
Where is she?
3 hours. And that's not at all
Unitologists have
reference
breached
to
the inner
the
concourse.
chastity belt.
We can't hold them.
Captain, run out of
Anything.
time. Gotta go.
lewd like that, of course, because I guess she's underage now. Though, one thing that I have noticed about the character art for the revised Lara Croft is that although she's a teenage girl, the facial structure that they gave her is not at all that of a teenage girl. I mean, they gave her a very adult face. But I did preload it, so I am looking forward to playing through that.
Message 33. Caller, Earthrise apartment.
Okay. I said I'd help you. Now where's Ellie? How long has she been missing?
Just shut up and get over here. We'll explain later.
You know, there are a lot of little things because as often as I've played the fucking game now, that you notice. Like when we first meet Isaac in Dead Space 3, his health bar is full. And then there's the absurdity of why does he already have his TK module in his stasis unit? You know, did he steal these from somewhere? It doesn't appear to be on... Oh, I guess it is on his suit. There you can see his... I guess that must be his TK module. But, you know, then there's a question of why does he need to be healed right away? And it's interesting because apparently he cannot take a punch if he's not in his engineering suit.
Who the hell are you guys?
Because when Carver comes up and, you know, smacks his arm, hits him in the head,
Last battalion, what do you mean?
cuts his health down by 2 bars.
As in no more left.
Looks clear.
Which is
No more left.
really kind of absurd.
Thomas, get the car! Go, go!
Especially when you take into account the fact that he can take this fall and it's like nothing. You know, like how the hell does he not break a leg?
Hey, it's moving! Take cover! Go!
I mentioned how much I like the retro aiming reticle. I really do. So, things that I was very gratified to note in this playthrough is that the coming out of the
Why are they trying to kill
survival run through where
Get out of there! Shove your
you know
crap!
nothing drops, and so you really have to manage your resources very, very carefully. You know, it's not an issue. Also, in the survival run through, the bench and the rig upgrade device are already enabled, which makes sense because you have to build your own ammo.
Yeah, Ellie thinks
So,
we can stop it.
you know, you
So now
kind of
she's
need that
missing. They
stuff.
followed you here.
Yes, now get to the roof of the Dredger Corp building. There's an extraction team waiting.
But here you don't need it, which is why you don't actually get to a bench until chapter 4 once you're on the Roanoke. Also, the weapons you might have noticed me using in the... I wonder if you could save him. He had stasis, that's... But the weapons that I was using in that other video had gone through a few iterations. I've been trying out the acid instead of the stasis, and I really don't like acid instead of stasis. Mostly I pick it up because I haven't done some of the other achievements like you know, killing things with fire or acid or the electrified ripper worm, those little things. Mostly because I really got wed to the stasis module. You know, it's just such an incredibly powerful combination. I have really hard time
This isn't
finding
just a
ways to screw
manhunt.
around with others.
It's systematic slaughter.
We have become too many.
But why topple the government?
But
Why Earth?
weapons that I did try, I tried
So you can
in
imagine what they
the
think of
compact
you. Have you
frame.
reached the
I've
extraction
tried
site yet?
the
I'm almost there.
military engine, which doesn't appear to have any other tips available. So it's basically just a revolver. Yeah, and it's okay. It has stopping power, but it doesn't have knockback, which is really... when I talk about my crafting philosophy, that knockback is so useful, being able to control, what's going on.
This one's still alive.
Bring him
So I tried that one. I tried the telemetry spike, and that was a nice rapid fire pistol that still did a respectable amount of damage. What else have I tried?
Just the man I was looking for.
I tried the hydraulic
Don't
engine.
waste your energy. You're
Didn't
gonna
like
be
it.
dead
I
in
tried
a matter of minutes.
the
Pick him up. There's something I'd like you to see.
electrical charge
There.
thing.
See
And
that?
man, that
It's
is
a marker
just...
test lab. They're everywhere
I
at all
don't
the
know.
major colonies and out.
I wasn't even able to tell that it was doing significant damage at
As
all.
part of the marker test program, Isaac, you helped make
So
them.
I switched
And
to
today, you of all
the-
people get
the
to watch
two-handed
me set them
grip.
free.
and was trying
You'll kill
the lightning
That is
charge
only the beginning,
with the
Isaac.
bola.
Nature must
And
take its course,
the-
and I can't allow you or anyone else to stop that. Eyes
It,
forward, Isaac. Pay attention.
there's a bola attachment where it like sticks on the ground and it spins. The range on it is pathetic. It requires so much setup and good timing that
And now it's time for you
at
to
the skill
join
level that I
the
play out,
cycle of
which
rebirth.
admittedly is not high, is pretty lame. I also tried the other electrical attachments so that it bounces off walls and some other things. And I just did not care for the electricity gun. So I'm probably, when I work on building my weapons up again, I'm probably going to end up going with a telemetry spike and force gun on one weapon, coupled with stasis. And I haven't decided what I'm going to do with the other one. I may again do a sniper rifle type of thing, just because it's what I found works really well. And in the hardcore playthrough, I really can't afford to screw around too much. I mean, clearly that's I have learned my lesson. In that I really just need to be far more attentive in my surroundings and not quite be so casual, because in some of it I'm just noticing I know exactly what's going to happen. Nothing in the game is really scary anymore. And I have been very reluctant to start a classic playthrough, mostly because, I really like the crafting. it just gives you a lot of
you reached the
interesting
extraction team yet?
options
All dead. Danik got here first.
that I just don't
Then
take
find a
advantage
way out
of,
of the
I guess.
city. I'm coming
One
into
thing
your
that's
door.
kind of lame
Washington
about the
Station's
survival
not
run,
far.
not the
I can
survival,
ride one
the
of the
classic
trains
run,
Good plan.
is
See you on the
that
track.
you get to use all of the weapons you've unlocked through either pre-order or presumably downloadable content. Which, you know, that seems like it kind of defeats the purpose of it. Anyway, I am probably back. So I'm going to stop this now and
The age of man is at an end. We have become too many.
get this compressed and uploaded so you guys can enjoy it. And I will.
Corporations
I have been
trusted with
testing
our lives.
streaming through Twitch using XSplit. Though, I mean, I really appreciate the 10, 15 people that have subscribed to me, but that's not really viably a large enough audience to stream for. You know, and as far as how to build an audience, you know, honestly, I'm not really sure. I don't market myself very well. If you guys are going to be playing Tomb Raider, I will be definitely posting videos on that. And I will. There's rumors of DLC coming out for Dead Space sometime in the near future. The only thing I know about Dead Space downloadable content is the presence of the sale. How does that thing get there? The sale on Origin. The DLC is all like cheap right now or something.
I made it to the train station.
What about Danik's men?
I lost
And
in the panic.
believe me, I was tempted,
This
but
outbreak may buy us some time.
you know, when I set my price point on
No good. Looks like the train was getting refitted with a new power car.
So?
We're gonna have to put
my
it back
price point
together.
on the
Do it
talking
fast. Danik's gunships aren't far off. We'll try to draw them away then. Be
scavenger
fast.
bots is 99 cents. You know, it really is. I might go $1.99, but $3.50. You know, and there's just not enough incentive or motivation to go with, you know, getting the extra suits and weapons. You know, for I think it's like $10. It's a nice idea, but for me, it just has no fucking clue about the price of these games.
All train cars are aligned. Departure
And yeah, I can
initializing.
rant about that as well. I played The Sims capped out on my iPhone, and I have not spent a penny on
All
that
right,
game
Norton. Train's hooked up and ready to head out the south gate.
because
You
prices
can't
that
miss
they
it.
charge on it are
It'll
just
be the only thing moving.
All right, understood.
asinine.
I'll close in once you clear the
But
city.
anyway.
Be ready for pickup. This is going to be tricky.
enjoy your day, guys.